Just jump, dude.
That tail is,
He's running. Let's give this egg-sucking leaf thing a try. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Oh, my goodness! Oh, yeah! Just walking out from our Airbnb, staying in that house there on the right. We got here pretty late last night, so didn't really see much. It was all dark, but woke up this morning and saw this view of the ocean. It's pretty nice. We're in Seward. Ooh, it's windy, cold. So when we got into Seward, you can tell it was quite windy. And so we were actually supposed to take a fjord cruise tour on this stay that we got in, but it was so windy that they canceled the tour. So we decided to just take an off day and plan some of our hikes that we're gonna take on the days to follow. Edge of the frontier. Just slice it up and it's good to go.
it's gonna be alive.
It's gonna be alive. It's just on your face.
It's a face sucker.
So we spent a lot of time just walking around town. We went down to the waterfront park here and just checked things out. Stopped by a couple local places and also had lunch, and then did some driving around just to see what was there. And then we pretty much just rounded out the day, just celebrating the birthday of a friend that was there with us. So the plan on day 6 was to drive out to Exit Glacier in the Kenai Fjords National Park. Driving there from Seward takes about 20 minutes, so it's a pretty short drive over to there. But right when we were starting to drive in, we were impressed by just the beautiful landscape that you basically drive into. Hey, what's up? It's OutdoorVector here. Today we're gonna take a hike to the Exit Glacier Overlook and check it out. We already stopped at some, while you're driving up here, we already stopped at some lookout points to get a wider angle view of the glacier itself. It was pretty cool. But hopefully we get a little closer to the glacier here. Yeah, it looks like the Nature Center is closed this time of year. So here we are arriving at the hike into Exit Glacier. So for the hike in, we decided we're going to take the Glacier View Trail and then also the Glacier Overlook Trail. So here's the Garmin GPS route that I have of our trip there. You can see we started out on the top right going on the Glacier View Trail, and then we switched over to the Glacier Overlook Trail on the bottom left. While on the Overlook Trail, we stopped at obviously 3 different overlooks there to get a glimpse of the glacier. And then we decided to do a quick scramble down into the outwash plain so that we could walk closer up to the actual glacier itself. It's interesting here, you'll see these year markers that are displayed throughout the video. These are actually showing points at which the glacier came to. And so as we walk closer to the glacier, you can see how over the years the glacier has actually receded. And it's a pretty amazing sight to see. That first number there was of 1917. So the glacier actually came all the way out to this point in the year 1917. And we'll see a bunch of these different year markers throughout the hike in. Looks like we're coming up to a stream here. Let's see what it looks like. See if there's some fishable waters. Here we decided to stop and check out the stream here coming off the glacier to see if there was any fish that happened to be swimming by. Here's another one of those year markers. It's the year 1926 now to where the glacier came out to.
Oh, that's what the nearest market is.
Ah, so this was 1951. That's what those numbers are.
Yeah. It's only 70 years.
Well, that first one was 1926.
Yeah. This is 70 years worth. That would have been cool. You just walk straight onto it.
Yeah. Just a quick description of the path. The Glacier View Trail is actually pretty accessible. You can tell that much of the path is actually paved, and so it's very wheelchair accessible if that's something that concerns you. All right, we're gonna continue here from the Glacial View Trail. Now we're gonna go towards the Glacier Overlook. Another 0.6 miles this way to the left. Also, we could do the Harding Icefield Trail, but at the end of I think after a while on the Harding Icefield Trail, it does advise that you have spikes if there's ice and or snow, and also 2 trekking poles. Here it is, if you wanted to take the Harding Icefield Trail, you'd branch off here for a 0.2 mile round trip trail. But right now we are going to continue to the Glacier Overlook. But when we switch over to the Glacier Overlook Trail, you can tell that the trail becomes more uneven and then also becomes more like single track. You could probably get through there with a wheelchair. There is a slight elevation gain, so it'd be, and some uneven surfaces, so you'll probably want some all-terrain type wheels. All the while you're hiking up to the Glacier Overlook area, there's some amazing views around, especially of the outwash plain here that we're looking at. Sure. Oh, I think this is a loop, right?
Oh, it's a loop.
Yeah, I think it's a loop. Pretty amazing. The year marker here is 2005. There's the glacier. Exit Glacier. After a portion of the Glacier Overlook Trail, you'll come to a point where you reach the last overlook. Then what we decided to do is we actually scrambled down here the hillside towards the outwash plain so that we could walk up closer to the glacier actually. There's actually no signs saying that the area is off limit. There is a sign though that if you travel past that sign, it's all at your own risk. So here we are after the last overlook area, and we're starting our scramble down into the outwash plain. So you kind of have to just look around for little trails that may help you find a way down. There are some pretty steep areas, so you want to be careful when you're going down. There's also a lot of loose rock, so just take your time and everything should be fine. I think there's going to be a steep cut right here. That's the problem.
There's a bunch of vegetation. No, I think we get down maybe
right here.
Yeah.
If you scramble right down here, just go this way and then come
Yeah.
back, and then it'll get a little steep at the very end.
I think we should get there.
Oh, look at this. Some big chunks of ice over there. Now we gotta cross the water.
When you do get to the outwash plain area where the stream is coming off the glacier, you will have to do some stream crossing most likely. So it'd be good if you wore some waterproof shoes and then also had some hiking staffs or poles with you as well.
You got it, Ed?
Yeah, good.
All right,
You go for it. I got you. A little shallower. Let's see. Yeah, some big chunks of ice here.
Wait. No, there's a pinch point right here.
Yeah, it's this pinch point right here, up here.
2 feet and jump. Jump it out.
Are you jumping to the left of that rock or to the right?
Jump right here. But here. You got a bunch of gear on. Yeah, I know.
I had my waiting staff. I didn't bring it.
I'm gonna be doing this.
There you go.
Come down over here.
Now walk down the island here. Yep.
Put your left foot here. You need to jump right here. Give it a stick. Stick on the bottom.
Here.
You gotta jump right here. You're good. It's not. You gotta jump. You can go. Go.
Yeah, see?
These are waterproof cruise tour.
There, you've made it.
One big jump.
Just jump, dude.
Stay on your left. Take a crane kick.
Crane kick. Crane. All right, let's go.
Once you make it across a couple key stream crossings, then you'll be able to make your way up to the glacier itself. The last portion of the glacier here, we couldn't really find a clear path across without trying to wade through the stream itself. So if you do want to do that, it may be good to just have some, waterproof boots or even hip waders or something like that so you can make it all the way up to the glacier.
We just crossed into the basin, the washout. We came down from the lookout area, and we're really close to the glacier actually, but you can't quite get to it. Too bad we didn't bring our waders. All right, we're walking out away from the glacier. It's pretty awesome to be able to walk right up to the glacier and get almost there. It's just a beautiful landscape. All right, we'll head back. You're pretty high up. These guys coming out, yeah.
Get a little bit more perspective.
I get the expedition.
This is like, I just turned into an all-day expedition, man. I thought it was gonna be 1 hour in and out. We spent like the whole freaking day.
There was like a deeper pool up there, but I didn't want to bust out anything from my 8-weight rod. That's it.
We take a picture of it.
I'm gonna record here. No, I'm just kidding.
The stick is kind of hard to follow.
Yeah, the stick is third point is nice.
Okay. Yeah, the third point really helps a lot.
Yep.
It keeps you from wobbling, because once you start wobbling,
Yep.
that's when the rocks can really.
Even the rock's unstable, you can still balance.
Once you go down the outwash plain a bit, you can hook back up with the Glacier Overlook Trail or the Glacier View Trail, and then just make your way back to the parking lot. The Glacier View Trail is actually a loop, and so you don't have to go the same way you came in while you're looking at the glacier. You can take a more direct path back to the parking lot itself.
Take an alternate path here back to the parking lot. It's a little more direct, but you don't have the overlook views of the glacier that we saw coming up.
So overall, this hike is really cool. It's nothing I've ever done before, walking up to a glacier, so I really recommend it. It's a short drive away from Seward, so it's really accessible. And as you could tell, the first part of the trail itself is even wheelchair accessible to just capture some glimpses of the glacier. I would recommend it, so do definitely bring some waterproof shoes though if you want to try to make your way all the way to the glacier itself.
And we're back.
Well, until next time, have a great time outdoors.